Hi everybody! Today we're doing a YouTube video for the first time in how long? 3 months? Whoops! Today, ladies and gentlemen, today, everybody, we're gonna be talking about the importance of basketball shoes. I recently just found this out and I was really interested because I was like, shoes are shoes, bro. What do you mean? But yeah, first off, basketball shoes. One moment, I have this all written down. Won't really help you, they won't put your skill up necessarily in basketball. If you're a bad player, you're a bad player, you know what I mean? But they will help in multiple ways. Decrease injury. It will give you added ankle support, which basically you won't break your ankles. That's figurative, but you won't trip as much, you know. You're gonna be they give you more durability and traction, and traction is good, especially when you're on, well, not just playing basketball, but doing sports in general. If you don't have traction on your shoes, you're gonna slip, you're gonna fall. That will hurt you. That will get you injuries. Falling and tripping and things as such will definitely hurt you. Basically, I'm going to now just expand on gaining traction and what that actually means. So, as I was saying before, a good pair of basketball shoes, they will help you, but they can't fix your skills if you're a bad player, or your skill set in general, but they could definitely give you advantages. One of the advantages is traction in general. Traction, super efficient traction on the soles of your shoes. I'm wearing my KDs now. So basically the soles, all of this, and you see that is what gives you traction. Okay, they're not just flat. They have all these thingamabobbers. Cool, right? Sorry. Traction will help players get better positioning. Getting better positioning is really good because, especially when you're playing in defense, it can potentially increase your performance in defense because of the traction. You won't be falling all over the place. Also, not just that you're gonna be not falling all the time, but traction, there's a high demand of it on the courts, especially because in basketball you're gonna be moving all sorts of directions, you know what I mean? For example, in running, even though you do need traction, because you also don't want to be slipping in any kind of sport in general, but you're gonna be running. Basically, you're not gonna be moving from side to side and all of these things. You're just gonna be running, right? It will also help you be more efficient in dribble dive situations. Traction will get you great grip, basically. Basketball shoes can give any player a higher performance than usual for jumping, moving, and running. Even though a good basketball pair of shoes, even though they all pretty much help you in the same ways, they each have their own design, their own build, their own price, their own cushioning, size, brand, traction, and structure. So remember that not every single pair of basketball shoes is gonna be the same, or will be even near to the same. They're gonna have different things, different facets to them being. Let's talk about support now, which I was talking about earlier, ankle support. The need of ankle support basically depends on the player, and everyone is just like the shoes. All the shoes are different in their own way. They're all special in their own way. So are people. So people, one person may need a lot of support because they're fumbling everywhere. They're yeah. But another person, they're not as like that. You know what I mean? One person can need a lot less of it because they don't fumble a lot, they don't trip as easily, and all of that good stuff. So if you are one of the people that need some more ankle support because you're more prone to like twisting your ankle, getting fractures, sprains, or any of that stuff, any like ankle injuries in general. Then you would want to go for a more higher cut or mid cut pair of basketball shoes, which is basically this part up here. Some will go lower, some will go higher. Take a pair of basketball shoes that is ideal for you. Now, cushioning. I don't really hear about cushioning a lot, except for like the cushions on your couch or on your bed or like stuff like that, like the pillows. But they're also in shoes. The cushioning in shoes is basically the inside part, like that. Okay? If you have the right cushioning in your shoes, you will have more comfort. You don't want to be uncomfortable or like your feet will hurt during basketball. Like you're gonna be moving a lot. You're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. You don't want your feet to hurt, Like for example, you're not gonna be playing basketball in heels, number one. You're gonna slip a lot if you do. Like you're gonna fall, break your ankles, bro. And, it's not gonna be somewhere near comfortable, alright? So you want that nice comfort, that nice cushioning in your shoes. So get those good shoes with those good cushioning to give you enough time for practicing, for your actual games, enough time so that your feet won't hurt from being in those shoes. Now we're gonna talk about the cuts of the shoes. Just how I was saying, like the ankle support, you need like higher high cut shoes. Well, yeah, there's 3 different types: high cut, mid cut, and low cut. Let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages for each of those cuts. So I was saying how higher cut, if you want more ankle support, then go for those. That's an advantage. A disadvantage of it is that it is the heaviest to wear of all of the 3 cuts. Not that bad though. Mid-cut, the advantage. Mid-cut, they're great for both professionals and beginners. They're more of the popular type of cuts. It does still offer ankle support, but it's not as, high and as heavy as the high cut shoes. They don't really have much of a disadvantage, honestly. Low cuts. Low cuts is preferable for kids and for easy movement. They are the lightest shoe to wear of the 3 styles. But at the same time, since it is the lightest and it is like the lowest cut, it has not a lot, like barely any ankle support. Those are the 3 different types of cuts. Look for your own ideal special one, whichever one you think is good for you, which one matches your set of skills, and which one just matches you. Make sure your shoes fit you in the way you like. Make sure that they're comfortable for you. Know what style you want to get, know what you decided on. Try to look for the best manufacturer and for the best shoe type that really envelopes what you want once you have decided. And once you have put your shoes on, in the store and you're just like trying them on basically, make sure they fit. Make sure of it. Make sure you know your size. Make sure that if you do not like something or you do like something, identify those things. And then once you have, you can look for other shoes that either don't have the thing that you don't like, or that have the thing that you do like. You know what I mean? You gotta look for those shoes. You need to know what you will want, basically. Basketball shoes give you the bounce you need, you know what I mean? When you're doing a layup and when you're running in general, you need that nice bounce to carry you, basically, in a good way. Give you that good traction and everything that I basically just talked about. That's all for today. I'm not a specialist or like a professional basketball player, but those are just some things that you should know, that you should take into consideration while you're buying a basketball shoe. Yeah. If you haven't already, click the like button down below, subscribe. We've hit 200 subs. We're so cool. Oh my god. I'm so obnoxious and annoying. I'm sorry. But thanks for watching this video. Bye guys.